it is a great time for reinvention. It isn't just a great time for thinking about AI and automation, but it's a great time for us to reinvent who we are, reinvent how we talk about our organizations, and reinvent the way we deliver value from our organizations. And so we started the summit talking about that support has to change to be relevant. Otherwise, we're just going to be continued to be seen as an organization to manage corporate liability, not an organization that can co-create and drive value. So we have to change the story of how we're talking about ourselves. Great examples of that we control our own narrative and that we have to build the bench where we want people looking and not let them decide where they want to sit. So we have to be driving the narrative. We have to be driving the message, not just accepting the message that has been told about sport since the 1980s. And then we have the building blocks, and those building blocks are always evolving. And I think KCS is a great example that the building blocks are always moving, always being updated, whether it's KCS, intelligent swarming, adaptive organizations. These are models and ideas and concepts that are always iterating and moving with the industry and a few steps ahead of the industry, but we have the building blocks to change the way our organizations work and change the way that we think about our organizations. We spent 3.5 days having examples, great discussions about all the innovations that are taking place that will help us drive changes in how we think about support, drive the changes in how we control the narrative, and drive changes into the models, methodologies, tools, technology, and everything else that we're using to deliver that value back out to the customer and the company. And now we have a new model for how we can communicate our value narrative and think about the customer value, but also the company value. And diving into the company value, I think today is more important than continuing to iterate on customer value. But how do we really, truly go talk about and deliver new value back into the company? And we have a new framework to structure that value narrative. So all the pieces have kind of come together, and the summit really explored all of these pieces coming together to change who we are, change how we're working, and change the value story around the things that our organizations are doing. So we want you to come and continue to work on these things with us, to have more discussions about all of these topics. None of it is static. And again, I'd like to thank everybody that attended the event and made it so special and showed up really looking to participate, engage, and be present as humans together, as well as all the people that are on the phone today and all the people that contribute to the different consortium models, methodologies, and talk tracks through all the various forms that we have throughout the year.